You probably use mineral wool on your project, especially if you deal with fire stop, whether it's with fire rated joints or with through penetrations. But did you know that there's certain mineral wool that you should not use for fire stop applications? I reached out to my friends at Owens Corning and asked them to send me some samples. So this is my care package, and I wanted to do I guess it's one of those unboxings, right? So it's really important that you understand that there's lots of different types of mineral wool, and different manufacturers' mineral wool is made of different things. So they aren't necessarily interchangeable, even though everybody calls them mineral wool, or sometimes they wind up being called by a brand name and the brand name is used generically. So that doesn't necessarily mean that they're the same thing. Then within each manufacturer, they're going to have different densities of mineral wool. And that's what I wanted to show you. So first of all, they come in boxes. This is really cool, my box of boxes. So this is SAFB, it's sound attenuation fire bats. Or fire blankets, I guess is what they're calling it. Oh, and they're pre-wrapped, so we're not gonna get all itchy. So when you look at this, it's really squishy. This is 2.5 pound density. This is going to be used in roofing applications, or the 2.5 pound density is used for roofing applications and for acoustical. And then we have, this one is Firespan 40. So when we squeeze this is not quite as squishy, and this has the foil face. This is 4-inch thick. This is mineral wool. And when you squeeze this one, it's definitely not as squishy as this one. Now, of course, one is thicker than the other, but even with that, they're gonna have different, I guess that's all we've got. So that shows you the 2 pound, 2.5 pound, the 4 pound, and then the Firespan 40. So this is going to be used in exterior applications. So you want to make sure that you know what type of product you're using in what type of application. We have a project going on right now, and all of the fire rated walls that I've seen so far are getting filled with the sound attenuation fire blankets, and then they have big blockouts for banks of conduits. So the drywall company that's doing the guys that are doing the insulation inside the wall think that they're doing the right thing by filling the space around the bank of conduits with the 2.5 pound density mineral wool. But what's really happening is now, because we're only allowed to use the 4 pound density in those fire stop applications, they have to remove all of that. And from a quality control standpoint, we have to make sure that the electricians, when they come back and fire stop their bank of conduit, that they've removed all of that 2.5 pound density and replaced it with this other material. Now, if you look, you could see that they're both different colors, but don't make the mistake of thinking that you can identify one versus the other, because the colors are going to be different in certain applications. So hopefully that is helpful for you. And when you have a project that uses the 2.5 pound density, you'll understand that you need to pay attention that it's not used in any of your fire stop applications. Again, 2.5 pound and 8 pound are not appropriate materials to be using for any of your fire stop applications. If you're using fire resistance rated joints, or if you're using penetrations and those systems call for mineral wool, you need to make sure that you're using the 4 pound density or 6 pound density. And really, the 4 pound density is a lot easier to work with. So that's what most people use. Hope this is helpful.